Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. As we have created our first Angular application in our previous video, in this video we will discuss some important files in this project. Those must to understand before moving forward. So let's open our project in Visual Studio Code. Here we have opened our previously created My Dream app that was created in our previous video. So here you can see the project folder and folder structure. We have e2e folder, node module folder, src folder, and some configuration related files. So first of all, the file we will discuss is readme.md file. Readme.md file has some basic information on how to use CLI commands. So yes, that I have already told you guys that we can create new component templates and anything that we can do using Angular CLI commands. So basic information, or you can say the some basic commands are listed in this file. The next thing that we will discuss in this folder structure, uh, the most important folder of this project is src folder. Src stands for source. So uh, what is src folder and what is the purpose of src folder? The answer is that your app lives in the src folder. All Angular components, templates, styles, images, and anything else your app needs go here. Any file outside of this folder are meant to support building your application. So as you can see, there is an app folder, and we have default app component, app module, assets, environments, main.ts files, styles, and our default HTML page in this folder. So this is our main folder. Next file that we need to discuss, before discussing it, the question that comes in mind that how this the what is the life cycle or way of compilation of the Angular project. So I will tell you guys about main.ts file. This is the file that is the main entry point of your application. uh, it compiles the application with JIT compiler and bootstrap the application root module to run in the browser. As you can see that in this file we are bootstrapping our app module in this file. As we know that we are bootstrapping app module in main.ts file, so let's open the app.module.ts file. So here we are exporting our app module class. uh, Let me tell you about the purpose of app.module, uh, and that is the app module. It is the root module of our Angular application. In this file we tell that how to assemble our application, because right now uh, it declared the only one component. In soon we will have more component. So we will go in these detail later in our next videos. Currently just the thing that we need to know is that we have defined the bootstrap property array, the app component, so it will bootstrap our app component on the go. The next file that we will discuss is app.component. It can be TypeScript file. It can be app.component or HTML file. It's this components template, and can also be the CSS file. So we will just discuss the app.component file, because this component is the default or root component of this Angular application and bootstrap via app.module. So we will discuss the details of component in our next video, but and now, yeah, I will tell you that, yeah, because Angular 4 is component based framework. So this is the root component of Angular application. All the other components will become a tree of nested components as application evolves. So as you can see that it has a selector property. So the question is that how this template uh, will link to our HTML page, because we will type our HTML page in the URL, and it will show our template and data or styles that is defined in app component. So let's open the index.html file. Index.html file is the main page that is served when someone visits our site. Most of the time you will never need to edit it. The CLI automatically all adds all the JS and CSS files when building your application, so you never need to add any script or link tags here manually. So moving forward, here is our another important folder named assets. It is a folder where you can put images and anything else to be copied, when you build your application. Here is another folder named environments. In this folder you can see that we have two JS files. Basically these are the configurations file. One is for development purpose and one is for this is the development environment and this is the production environment. So if I describe this folder and the purpose of this folder, and that is this folder contains one file for each of your destination environments, each exploring simple configuration variable to use in our application. The files are replaced on the fly. When you build your application, you might use a different API endpoint for development that you do for production, or maybe different token. You might even use some mock services. Either way, the CLI you covered. So the configurations can also be different for both production and development environment. So the file that we have discussed, I hope that you better understand the compilation process and about the application components, template styles, and modules, how Angular application compiles and run in the browser. So we will also discuss some other files like polyfill.ts. As you can see that in this file we have imported our two JavaScript files, core.js and zone.js. So the basic purpose of these files, as we know that different browsers have different level of support of the web standards. So polyfill help normalize those differences. So as we used normalized JS in our jQuery projects. So here the situation is slightly different. The next file that is also important to discuss is style.css file. uh, as the default comment is also suggesting its purpose. Let me tell you that in this file we can apply style on global level. Most of the time you will want to have local style in your components for easier maintenance, but style that affect all of your application need to be in a center place, and that center place is style.css. So this was the whole stuff related to the Angular application, core application. Now we will come out of this folder, and that is the root folder. This will be called the contents of root folder. The src folder is just one of the item inside the project root folder. Other files help you build, test, maintain, document, and deploy the app. These files go into the root folder next to the src. The next folder that we will discuss is the node modules. Actually, node.js creates this folder and put all third-party modules listed in the packages.json in it. You can see the node modules are created and resides in this folder. Next file that we will discuss is angular cli.json. Configuration of angular cli. you know in this file you can set several defaults and also configure what files are included when your project is built. So basically this is the main configuration files where you can tell that the a lot of configuration related stuff, that what is your index page, what is your main file, that is the entry point of your angular application, what is your polyfills file, what is your global style array. you know you can also give more than one style. So all this kind of stuff will be in the angular cli.json file. The next file that is very very important in the angular project is package.json file. Basically npm configuration listing the third party packages your project uses. You can also add your own custom script here. Here is the angular dependencies are listed. These are the basically folder name that are in the ng node modules folder. As you can see, angular animation. So it has included angular animation, common compiler, core libraries, forms libraries, http libraries. So uh, all the required stuff uh, should be there. If you are MVC, yeah, or ASP.MVC developer, so you might be more familiar with package dot xml file, all the packages that are installed in our application, so that must be listed in package.xml file. So the things are slightly same with angular. So all the angular uh, uh, folder and node modules that will be installed are listed here, as you can see. So these are the files that we need to discuss before starting development in Angular 4. I hope you better get understanding of the files and structure of your Angular project. I hope you like our video. If you have any suggestion, leave the comment under the video, and subscribe our channel, and don't forget to click on the notification icon that you can get updates about our latest video. We will keep uploading our videos in this series step by step. Thanks for watching.